Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. I haven't been uploading too many videos recently, but one of the things that I did manage to do during the past week or so, I did pull Black Widow Deadly Origin, which was pretty much the last champion that I was like really looking for from the current featured 5-star crystal. Only new champions I could get from that one would now be Terex, but I'll think I'll manage without him somehow. Anyways, so in past I have been quite harsh to Black Widow Deadly Origins, and I know that there are definitely many people who love her quite a bit. So for now, I have taken her to rank 3. I am using Red Guardian synergies with Nick Fury Quake Away synergy plus the Taskmaster for increased power gain. She is unduped, but we're gonna take her in some of the Act 5 fights, and yeah, just gonna see how she does. Whether I change my mind, how it is to play with her. I have literally had pretty much no experience. I think I have done one Realm of Legends Winter Soldier fight with her, so it's certainly going to be interesting. Her entire kit, as far as I remember, is kind of based about intercepts and punishing special attacks and so on. So then see how many debuffs I can stack with her up. I do have the Taskmaster synergy, so it does give me slightly more power, which should help me to get to my level 2s, which is kind of like my high damage special attack. I do have maxed out Despair Mastery, so with all of the debuffs that should help mitigate all of the damage. And the first fight is over. It did seem quite fluent. I did like it quite a bit. Now, it took 70 hits. It was 2 level 2s, and keep in mind that we do have increased power gain, but the fight itself seemed quite alright. Fight itself definitely seemed quite alright. Obviously, this path in general is kind of like fairly vanilla. There's nothing too crazy. Okay, so that Evade saved me. Okay, here, let's go. Let's go for that level 2, hopefully big damage. Wasn't too bad. And now with all of the debuffs, the goal would be offset the healing that Superior Iron Man has. Unfortunately, all of the shocks kind of fell off at the wrong moment. And yeah, so 65 hits for this one. Could have been probably done a bit quicker, because the last special 2 and the last set of combos didn't really activate that Widow's Insight, I think it's called. But so far, it's not too bad. Now we're gonna have a bit trickier time, possibly with this Green Goblin, but hopefully I can make it till the boss without needing any items. So we have Recovery Enhanced Special 1, which is the thing to worry about here for sure. Green Goblin's Special 1 can be annoying. Okay, finally exploited that weakness. Not exploit weakness, but you guys know what I mean. They activated the Widow's Insight. Okay, come on, some big damage. So this fight was a bit more clumsy. Those away charges certainly saved me a couple of times. But that's why she has such a good kind of like synergy with that Nick Furies and Quake synergy that grants you additional away charge in case you mess up, because you certainly are enticed to do a lot of intercepts here and there, or some trickier plays, or be more aggressive to keep your debuffs up, and in general just kind of like play riskier, which is not necessarily a great thing for kind of like reliability of the character, but it's certainly not a bad thing when it comes to the enjoyment of the champion. So come on, Deadpool. Little Deadpool. In one of these fights I should try and build up to level 3. Uh-oh, I think I messed up. Whew, barely. We almost ate a level 3 there. Should have read the note. So that's on me, guys. That's on me. That's fully on me. Come on, some big red numbers. Almost down. He goes. So the fights obviously do have inflated hit count because she does have 7 hit combo, just like Stealth with Spider-Man. Also her level 2 is like multi-hit. When it comes to the actual time, they do not seem to be taking too long at all. So I might have underestimated her damage output slightly when it comes to my initial reaction videos on her. But yeah, in this fight, let's try to build up to level 3, hopefully, with many Widow's inside charges. So here we go, let's drop that level 3 at 40 hits, she's halfway down. And this, I think, gives us a cruelty buff or activates that sabotage debuff. One of the two. Oh yeah, it gave us 7 passive cruelties, so that's... should increase the damage. Did that on purpose, because why not? And then the fight's over here. She's definitely very interesting, very kind of fun to play. To a degree, she kind of reminds me of Stark Enhanced Spider-Man. She kind of like, with the whole dashing in, dashing out kind of playstyle, jumping all over the place. And she has similar kind of like feel to it, where you do decent amount of damage, you're a bit glass cannony, there are some charges going on in one side and the other side, and alright, if I punish his heavy attack with my heavy attack, I should be able to stun him, right? Doesn't always seem to work. Okay, that was my bad. Bit sloppy this fight, but let's just finish it off. But yeah, I think I was meant to be able to stun him with my heavy attack. It's probably because I was maybe slightly too slow and the Widow's Insight had expired. Now what was this fight? I forgot. Is this Red Hulk or is it something else annoying? Anyways, let's take in that Black Widow and let's find out. It's just the regular Hulk. Okay. Okay. So now I punished heavy attacks. Wonderful. inside Zacto. Big shock damage, why not? So yeah, this was fight finally with class advantage, 1 level 2, 41 hits for an 18k opponent. Not too bad. Now we're gonna have to deal with Modok. Now we're gonna see if I forgot what nodes this guy had, but I think he's quite annoying. Gonna see how well I can. I kind of tricked myself up here. I was trying to bait out a special attack. Uh-oh. I was trying to bait out special attack. When he clearly didn't have power. That's... Oh, come on, he caught me. Come on, let's clutch this out. And we did finish the fight. We did finish the fight. Again, not the perfect, not the smoothest fight, but I don't think it was too bad considering I haven't used the character like at all. This is like pretty much my first semi-serious use of her. And yeah, she's definitely fun. She's very fun. I can definitely understand why many people like her. Do I think she's amazing or great or the first choice to invest a lot of my catalysts in? Probably not. It would be more like my guilty pleasure rank up if I chose to take her up. It would probably gonna be more like me ranking up Carnage, because Carnage is just so fun to play, and so is she, because you stack a lot of debuffs, all of those Widow Insight activations kind of like make the fight feel live, makes the fight feel interesting. And yeah, I did enjoy that. Now, again, objectively speaking, would I consider her as like a very solid rank 5 candidate for like a medium level account? Definitely not. And definitely far better champions. Even in skill class, though skill class is relatively short, nano class for instance, I am still much more likely to rank up Elsa Bloodstone, who I think is extremely underrated champion. My only kind of like reservations on taking her up is in case I do pull her as 6-star, because she doesn't necessarily need that awakened ability, and that's like one of my biggest fears, because that's the same thing what happened to me in Domino. I took Domino to rank 5 finally, and then I pulled the 6-star Domino like a week later. So I don't know, I'm still kind of like sitting on edge. I do want to take up Elsa Bloodstone, but whether I'll do it or not remains to be seen. Overall, when it comes to Black Widow Deadly Origins, I think she is Ronin-esque. I think she's on similar level as Ronin. She has her cool factor, she has her fun, kind of like interesting playstyle with a lot of dashback intercepts and stuff like that. Unfortunately, at the same time, I think there are champions that do better whatever she does, and I don't think she does the best of anything. The one thing she might possibly be, she can put the largest amount of shocks on the opponent during the fight, but other than that, especially now because we have seen so many more champions with access to shock, I don't know. I'll definitely not be rushing to rank her up, but I will be trying to use her more. Maybe I discover something interesting about her. Maybe I just fall in love with using her because she's one of those champions that definitely has an interesting playstyle. But that will pretty much do for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about Black Widow Deadly Origins, especially in comparison to also Bloodstone. Which of the two do you prefer? But that will do for today, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.